Alright, welcome back to another BowmanWebServices.com video. Today's video is part 2, I guess, of a video about Search Console in relation to a local business and creating opportunity for your local business. And so again, we started our discussion about how you have a primary niche and then you have smaller sub niches within that primary niche. So if you're running a handyman service, there's hundreds and hundreds of smaller niches that you really can't get search data about, but writing articles and making videos and creating content in and around those ideas will propel your business into a whole nother level. And it takes a major amount of time, but what else do you have to do? Honestly, you have to start creating content and then finding little niches that you can exploit. Okay, and so in our previous video we were talking about Search Console, and I started doing some digging here around the idea of jacuzzi tub removal. And so, believe it or not, there's a whole market here in Denver, for jacuzzi tub or hot tub removal services. And so, a quick little Google search, brought up those that are playing the game, right? And so, under that keyword phrase, hot tub removal Arvada, you have some key players, and you see Google's got a new sponsored thing going on. It's taking up the major, fold type, advertising. And so, again, Google Ads, and you have a couple of trash hauling companies that are vying for the business. And the first, set here for Google Places or for Google My Business, you have a couple different companies that are, really these are going to be targeted to where I'm located and where I'm searching from. Okay, and then the first generic search results are going to be these guys, hottubremoval.com. Wow, they're targeting that specific, right? That's a company, they've got a blog, and they're targeting specifically Arvada hot tub removal. And so, these guys are probably getting the lion's share. I'd say 40 to 60% of the search is related to hot tub stuff in Arvada. And so they're probably the higher dollar guys, and then you probably find a cheaper somebody somewhere down inside this list, like junk garbage removal, right? And so if I want to play in this market, okay, step one, I know that I'm getting some kind of feedback from Search Console. Okay, I'm getting it from I repaired a jacuzzi tub. The lid blew off and it split the frame, and so I went in and reinforced the frame with a whole bunch of screws and bolts and fixed it. Okay, and so that video started showing up, somewhere like anywhere from page 30 to page 3 to page 13, right? Okay, and so I can come in here and I can actually look at those different things. So I'm also getting traffic for trash removal, tile floor removal, and in different areas like Denver and Arvada. And so you come down here, I have hot tub removal Arvada, but I've also got hot tub removal in Denver, and they're both getting impressions, 30 and another 30, right? You can see I'm at page 7 and on page 4. Okay, and so creating specific piece of content is what we're going to do right now. Okay, so bang, bring the website up. I'm going to create a post, and straight up, I'm a local business. I'm trying to squeeze into that niche. So just like this guy did here, I gotta almost come in here and see what every one of these competitors. So you have 10 competitors, and then you've got some people that are buying a spot, right? And so I should be pulling the link reports on all these companies, right, to see, if there's any links that I can take, and then at the same time to see how strong of a competitor they are for this little tiny niche within a niche, right? Except for somebody's making an entire living off of this little tiny niche within a niche, right? And so there's definitely a way to compete here. And so, bang, we jump right over here to posts. We're going to add a new post. And so I'm going to go ahead and create a little bit of basic content about hot tub removal, and I'm going to let it cycle through for like a week or so, and then we'll bounce back to this idea at some point, and I'll show you what the results are. So just kind of take note that we're into the 4th day of August, 2018. So I'm going to give it 7 days, 14 days to cycle through before we even consider building any kind of link or anything. But I could tell you it's probably going to take like one link or something. I'm probably in the ball game. So the idea is to create some kind of content that puts us in the ball game for that specific niche within the sub niche of handyman. Okay, and so I'm going to do this on my own time. But I could tell you that yeah, these guys actually have created an entire junk removal service that is actually founded and pointed at a specific type of junk removal within the junk removal category, right? And so fantastic. That's just exactly what we're talking about here. A niche within a niche. And so, yeah, I'd love to see what their data is. But, ultimately, the beautiful thing is they control 2 search results on the first page at Google for that particular thing. And so here's my article. I made a video about that lid repair on that jacuzzi tub that I rebuilt the frame of, and then I talked about what I did and how I did it, in text. And so that page turned up and it showed up for jacuzzi tub removal. And so really, I could take this page, my first link is going to be off of this page to the new page that I'm building right here. Okay, and so that would be my first link, and then I'll do some kind of link off-site, probably with some kind of video or something like that. So there you have it. And of course, this video right here that I'm making is a link that's talking about this thing that I'm getting ready to target the niche of, right? All right, so I think that covers this little thing. I'll come back here in a minute. I'll show you how all that turns out. All right, BowmanWebServices.com.